Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back. Good to see everybody here again. Today I had a couple of questions about a couple of the kata, so I thought we would look at that. Is there anything that you guys would like to see, Sean, Brian, you guys, any questions you have or something you'd like to work on today? Everything, anything. Okay. Well, I think what we had questions about the kata number 5 and number 7, and a lot of times we'll spend a lot of time on 1, 2, 4, 6, especially new people. And okay, what about? Well, we worked on 3 and worked on 8, and so 5 and 7 will kind of round out that first part of sete. Those 8 techniques are all the omote level, and so 6 of them are drawn from omote, and there's the 2 extra ones that are kind of in the same category. So that'll be a good. I think that'll be a good practice. And so I guess first thing we'll do, let's do some kihon to begin with. All right. So let's get everybody. And what we'll do today is let's get everybody along the back wall again, and we'll do. I think we'll try going through the whole kihon set. So some of these you guys, if you're new, you hadn't seen. So let me get you 3 hold down and alternating with people who've done these before, because that way, when you're starting to see people do weird stuff, what they do,
you get somebody to look at.
You got somebody to look at, right? Yes, we should bow in. Okay. Let's space evenly. If you ever watch Japanese people get in line, they're like birds on a wire. They're all, okay, everybody's the same length, and that just makes it pretty. So let's call this Shinzen here. Shinzen ni. Sit down. Right? And Otagai ni. Right? All right. Yeah.
I was wearing your shoes last night.
Honte ni kamae. Honte ichi. Oi. Hajime. Hey. 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 Going backwards. Hey. 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 Yame. Motoe. All right. Gyakte ni kamae. Gyakte ichi. Oi. Hajime. Hey. 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 Yame. Turn the hand. Not so far. Here. Motoe. Step back. Hikiotoshi ni kamae. Hikiotoshi uchi. Oi. Hajime. Hey. 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 Yame. Motoe. Honte ni kamae. Kaishizu. Oi. Hajime. Hold. 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 Yame. Motoe. Honte ni kamae. Gyakteizuk. Yoi. Hajime. Hold. Hey.
Really?
Hold. Hey. Hold. Hey. Hold. Hey. Yame. Toy.
Pat and John are going.
Happy trails. Oh, when are you guys showing up next to Mississippi State? Okay, don't tell.
Thank you, Pat.
Oh,
John?
when are you next at Starkville?
Little Rock. I don't know. Ask Usher. Tell him to give me a call and I'll come up here whenever.
Okay. Haven't you got a course this fall? Do you have a course this fall at your dojo?
Yeah, September. I think it's sometime around the 6th, whatever is the weekend after Labor Day, I think it's.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Travel safe. Love you. See you later. Next time. Hey. Continue. Honte ni kamai. Makio tosh. Yoi. Hajime. Hey. 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 Yame. Motoi. Come back. Step to the side, come under. Come to the hip, Kuritsuke. Yoi. Hajime. Hey. There's no audible PI here. Yame. Motoi. Back. Okay. Kuri Hanash is the same trap. When you step, you throw to the upper 45-degree angle. That way. Okay. Kuri Hanash. Yoi. Hajime. Eight. 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 Yame. Motoi. That throw is from here, both hands forward. So not coming around back this way. Okay. Tai Atari. Tai Atari has this motion. Same entrance to the trap. Sword is here. It's going up. Bring it vertical. The hand slides in front of your nose, in front of your eyes. This one is so you get level. Push and slowly you can lower to the eyes. Normally, push, come in, push, and at the end, the lower. Okay? Tai Atari. Yoi. Hajime. Hold. Hold. To the eyes. All the way down into the eyes. Yeah. Gyakute kamai. Yame. Toi. Back. We'll be using this one in the kata, so please watch. Ski hazushiuchi. Ski is a thrust through the center. So I'm going to vacate this center line. I'm going to step just to the side of it. I'm not going to pull my foot around. Just stepping both feet on the safe side of the line. And I'm going to let the stick swing down in front of me. Stick is vertical on this line here. Elbows underneath, elbows in. The stick is going to travel upwards in this line. So I let go with this hand, the stick comes up and I catch it with this hand. Notice my hip is pointed over there, my body is twisted this way. This is Hasso Kamai. 8! Striking the sword down, coming forward. Next repetition, okay? Let's try that together. Ichimonji ni Kamai. Ski hazushiuchi. Hoi. Hajime. 8! catch, change. Hey! 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 One more. Catch, change, strike. Yame. Motoi. Let's come back. 2 more. Next one is called Do Barai. Do is a sweep. It's a cut coming around this way. Do is between the hip and the rib cage. Nice soft area to put a sword into. So what I'm going to do is on one step, is come back. And this posture has my arms, roll the thumb here, slide into this place. Sword will catch right there. And my arms are, as you can see, more or less straight. Hands are both palms pushed in here. Top of this diagonal is level to my head. Bottom is level to my knee. So it goes this way. 1 and 2. And then back to the center. Okay? A little interesting hand change on this one. Hante ni kamai. Do barayuch. Oi. Yeah, there you go. Hey! 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 And let's do one more. Hey! Hey! Yame. Motoi. Okay, let's come up here, bring the line solid. Yeah, even. Oh, and if you haven't seen this particular one, this is the put away strike. It's what we do at the end of the katas, but we're betrayed. So instead of coming around this way, we've got to defend ourselves. So this comes on a no scoop, straight line, right to the brow, both hands together, and strike forward. Yeah. Don't pull this hand down. Start your strike. Keep going. There you go. It's a big strike. Let me show you something on this. Well, we'll do the first one, then we'll do another one. Hante ni kamai. Tai hazushuch. Oi. To the side. Other side. There you go. Hajime. Hey! 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 One more. Hey! Hey! Yame. Motoi. We're going to take a step back. And something that you want to watch out for on this is there is a little bit of a tendency for people to, when they're in this position, to come out to the side with this. And the reason is I got my shoulder here. So if I use this arm to throw the stick around, it's going to come out to the side because my shoulder is attached right here. It's going to swivel around that point. So the answer is use this grip. If you use that grip, the stick will find its own way. This hand is not under power. So you can see that it gets you this line coming straight back. The stick knows which line it's going on. It's going on that line right here. Boom. So from this position, hey, you follow it with your shoulder. You follow it with your arm and it comes a little bit behind you. And it doesn't cost any time because you're not using any power on that side to do it. Okay, let's turn around. Maware ni hidari, left hand, hante ni kamai. Tai hazushi uchiyoi. This is the same thing on the other side. Hajime. Hey. 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 and back, side, protect, and strike over the top of your head. Yeah, follow it with your hand. Don't let go. That was a demonstration. And hey, yame motoi. Okay, that's the 12 kihon, and you do the last one on both sides. So these are the tools we'll be using for kata. All right. So we had a question about kata number 5, Sakhan, and Sakhan uses this this motion here. Now, Sakhan is all about combative distance, and let's go ahead and come over here, and we'll try to demonstrate Sakhan. Brian, son, can I have you? So, what's happening in Sakhan is you're defending against a thrust from the sword, and then we have a problem of differences in the type of movement that's happening. So, we'll begin here. All right, now I'm going to come into him, and if I just come in and cut, I might have a little problem here. There's something in the way. I might be able to get through it. I might expend all the energy of my strike chopping through the piece of wood. But anyway, I don't want to mess up I might get a chip out of my dad's sword. You know, my grandfather had this sword in the war, so I don't want to mess it up. So what I'm going to do is when I each ni san, my next step here, if I take a full step, would be to clobber him. But I really can't get around that, so I'm going to stop this foot. The sword keeps going, but it's short because I didn't step. And it comes on kesa, on this line, and I bring it into my hip. Now I step and push right through. And he has caught the sword here. He's just moved just barely off the line of my attack. Now he's going to switch hands and strike down here. So remember, when this sword is thrown to this side, I accommodate it by opening my foot. Right? So I have this. He's going to move. He's in a strong side position. He's in his strong side right here on his right hand, right foot. So he doesn't want to lose this position. He's going to do a skiash step. I'm going to do ayumiash. And you can see that I'm covering a lot more ground than he is. So I basically outrun him. So what he's doing is he's looking at this. He has knocked this sword out of the way. He's going to thrust at my eyes. I come here. But you see that by the time I've taken 2 steps, I'm not threatened anymore. Here I don't like this. He comes another half step. Go and do your step. No, you're skiash. Well, I was here. Next up, I'm here. He hasn't closed that ground. I'm starting to get to where once I get my next right step back, my left foot's forward. This is my launching pad. I'm ready to go. So I just bring my sword. 1, 2, 3. And I'm ready to go again. Now, I have to get him somehow, but we'll think about that in a second. But this, I call this the chase, because what's happening here is you're learning about these this progression of distance, this change of combative distance that happens in the kata. Let's do the whole kata. So, Sakhan, yoi. Hey. 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 So on his side, let me take the stick and I'll discuss the Joe side. So what's happening on Joe? I'm here, got my position. He's going to come in and he's going to come through the center. Stop your stick. So there you go. And 8. He's gone. So I struck, I step once, I step again, and by this time I know he's gone. So there's no use to me following him anymore. And I do what Pat was talking about in Go Kata, is that I step and I bring my foot up even and I turn the stick over and wait for him. Now, I don't have to retreat here. I'm kind of standing my ground. It depends on how far back he got. If he is this close, then when I change, I might pull back. I'm adjusting my range dynamically. In this case, I was able to just cycle. This is even a little far. So when he comes to threaten me, I'm going to come after him. So at this point, I'm going to come in and clear that sword. So again, Sakhan, oi, If it's a little far, stretch your step. So we've used Hikiotoshi several times against the eyes when you have the sword out of the way. Sword out of the way, and I take Hikiotoshi and I do something where I'll maybe push him and then pop him in the eye. In this case, it's like Sugetsu. You get this early. In Seitei, you've got Chudan Kamai. The guy's attacking with the sword, and you take it basically right out of his hands. So that's kind of my understanding of how that kata works. What's the reasoning behind what's going on in the kata? So I think we'll practice that. Let's get. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go with 4 pairs. Do you guys feel confident in the swords? You got the sword part? Good? Okay. I'll give a chance for us to practice both. So let's have every other person. If you have some experience with this kata before, Sean, Brian, we'll do that, and we'll have the rest of the group on the Joe. Okay. And I think that's yours. Let's grab another sword.
Why don't you do it? Do it, Brett.
Okay. Okay, if you don't have a partner, what we'll do is we can rotate in. So, yeah, Brad, go ahead and you have a stick. Why don't you stay on stick? All right, so, okay, together? Yeah. All right, we've got 4 swords and 5 Joes. So here's the way we're going to do this is, yeah, what we're going to do is, Sean, once you get over here, and the way this works is we're going to rotate the Joe position. So we'll do the kata. You're going to time to his sword. At the end, I'll call Joe Ippo Mi. Joe Ippo Mi means one place to the right. And so each of the Joe will move one place to the right. The person at the top will run around to the back. Okay, so let's play Sakhan. Sakhan, Yoi! Take Kamai. There you go. Sakhan Yoi is here. A little too close. You have to have room for 3 steps. And Hajime. Each, ni, Sakhan. Not yet. Not yet. Stay in Kamai.
See that I can't have you.
Oh! You don't need to push it. Yeah, draw. So this is
I can't have you. You stay there.
this feeling.
And now in the front. So, and that's stick
Yes.
backwards.
And this place, Jodo,
I think it should have been
here, elbows under, shoulder up,
and then it
shoulder
goes
behind you. And push forward.
it goes that way. Probably do that, yeah. Kind of load up the hips.
Here.
Now, let go with the top hand and turn your hips to face that corner of the room. Look what the stick's going to do if you do that. It's going to come here. Reach out and grab the bottom of the stick.
Okay.
And
What's the transition?
this is going to be
The stick should go that way.
in the center of your chest.
Okay.
There you go.
Your hips are here.
Okay.
Then, slide your hands together as you strike the sword.
Slide my hands together just to strike the sword from this position without moving the feet.
Yes. Now, step in to the eyes.
Rear foot, front.
Front foot. You got a front. Oh. Now, thrust again to the eyes. Same thing. Now thrust again to the eyes. See how you're losing ground. I'm ready. I'm good. Now, so on that third thrusting step, you're like, bam. Ha, oh, shit. And you do this.
Here. So for this place, you take one half step and bring your back foot forward, your front foot.
Two.
And then you go back to your tosh, which is this one. That's it.
Yeah. And then you give tush. Then when I come and I say, okay, you bastard, I'm coming after you here, you say, crack, done, over, up to the eyes.
I want to always go the wrong direction.
No, you're fine. It's there,
Right.
then up to
Seems
the
like another
eyes.
little circle.
A little bit. You get done with your motion here. So I'm going to, here, I surrender this way. See how this has got the sword in line with you? This is not surrendered. This is wakikamai.
This is getting ready to come up from
Now I'm offline and my wrists die. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Draw the stick straight back. Straight, yeah. Straight back. Push that hand toward my eyes. Now, this hand goes to the leg, inside leg.
And then bring the other hand